on point, as well as Kyokushin, the same type of martial arts that Michael Jai White practiced.
Woo!
Now, hold on. Is those better than kung fu?
Uh, I wouldn't necessarily say they are. Truth be told, no martial arts is better than the other. It's really just a matter of how you practice it and how you
Yeah.
apply it.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm recording, y'all. I'm recording. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, I
Martial
mean
arts.
truth be told, they all have their respective strengths and weaknesses.
Uh,
Like traditional style karate emphasizes technique and
Mm-hmm.
power to a degree, while let's see, I'm gonna say Muay Thai emphasizes the more destructive nature
yep.
of the martial arts.
Like
So it's
killing,
I'm
elbows.
a so I'm gonna say power, agility, as well as technique as well. And then you have Wing Chun, which significantly emphasizes technique and AKA finesse, as they say. Like there's really no strength behind it, so it's technique, AKA finesse, as well as speed and agility.
Mr. Homophobe, I gotta ask you a question. Have you
Yeah.
seen the anime called Kenichi, the World's Strongest Disciple?
No, I have not seen it.
You will like it, bro. Cause they talk about okay, this guy, right? This kid, he
I'm
learning
back.
he learning seven martial arts. He learning Muay Thai, Kung Fu, Jiu-Jitsu, not Jiu-Jitsu, Jiu-Jitsu, Karate. He learning some swords and he learning like a couple other stuff.
Okay.
You'll like that little anime. He
And they
learning
say
that teach
jujitsu pretty official too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, jujitsu is definitely effective. That's actually considered the quote unquote ninja style of martial arts, a which definitely emphasizes striking power, or not power, but I'm gonna say agility to a degree,
Yeah.
technique, and also speed.
Yeah.
But then of course, there are other styles
Martial
of
arts, but
martial
I was
arts that
reading about wing.
emphasize grappling.
Huh?
I was gonna say there are definitely a few other styles of martial arts that emphasizes grappling, such as judo,
Yeah, judo.
aikido,
Yep, Hapkido. Yep.
sambo, wrestling, whether Greco Roman
Mm-hmm.
or sumo, actual African wrestling.
Yep.
Um, what else?
Oh yeah. You gonna like that anime?
Hey,
Jujitsu as well.
They
hey,
talk about all
Wing Chun. You use the people's attacks against themselves.
No, I though you
Hey,
can with enough speed and technique you can.
hello?
Yo, what's up, Bishop?
What it is?
Uh,
What up, old mother?
hey, Bishop.
Hold on, who said that? Fuck ass bitch.
Hey, 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 uh,
Take the
Bishop.
bass out your voice.
Bishop.
What's
We
going
was
on,
talking.
boy? All right, I'm back again, fellas. I ain't gonna even say nothing. No
Man, crazy. Hey, Bishop. We talking about how the gay people got reparations first.
About the who?
How the gay people got reparations first.
Oh yeah, they hooked them up all the way. I just heard that earlier on the Bill Maher show. A white woman who was Oprah Spiritual's advisor talking about giving black folks reparation, and all those powder face suckers sat up there and said, "It'll never pass through the bill. It'll never be passed as a bill. We won't pay nothing."
I,
So y'all better not be looking to your oppressor to be hooking y'all up.
but people vote Democrat though. You can't tell them to stop.
They don't have a choice. What choice do they have? Niggas ain't gonna create their own party for their own political moves and games.
Hey, he got a point though.
They
Because really,
complain
y'all
about.
got.
That's the thing, man. They complain about white folks ain't helping them. Help your damn self. Cause they ain't gonna do nothing for you. You might as well do something for yourself.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what Elijah Muhammad and Noble Drew Ali was trying to say.
You know, I mean, you sit up there, the Democrats, they're gonna pimp you for your vote. The Republicans, they at least they had a decency to tell you, hey, we don't give a fuck about you. You know, so black folks need to do their own thing for themselves. Uh,
I ain't say nothing.
but yeah, man, that's it.
Hey, and that was
I
Bishop
mean,
Blackwell.
it is what it is. So.
Hey, bro, so let's do a little recap of what we recorded earlier. Don't y'all know they made a movie defending the pedophiles, making you feel sorry for them?
Why? Why do you feel sorry for a child fucker? What is wrong with them? What is
All right, I'm
wrong
about
with
to put it up right now. I'm about to put it up right now, y'all, so y'all can
It's
get
so crazy.
me?
Cuz was
Nah.
literally like they got a movie defending the pedophiles, saying this the way they are.
it's
No.
all right. I got it. Can y'all hear me?
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna have to get off because I'm getting a little frustrated because every time I try to say something, it want to shut me down, bro.
Who?
All right, go ahead.
Hold on. Who want to shut you down?
It's like every time I try to say something, my Skype always shut down, and it's not my. I know my computer. I know how it might act slow or retarded sometimes, but it's not my computer this time, gentlemen. I mean, okay, you know what? I stay on. I stay on. I ain't gonna lie, it's getting kind of frustrating.
So hold on. The movie is called "Our Pedophile: Understanding the Mental Disorder," and you can find this on Prime Video. You can get it at Amazon, movies, whatever. Um, and pretty much from what I saw, it's just basically making you feel bad for pedophiles and make you try to understand their perspective, and basically try to make you cry
What
like this.
perspective?
Hold on. Basically, try to make you cry like this the Titanic movie. When they died and the bunk scene. It's that's basically what it is. That's basically what it is. And it came out like what 2016. So ain't no telling what they got planned for. The rest of this year and 2020. You can get it for $2.99. I ain't buy it, but you can get it for $2.99.
See the thing is, as far as reparation from the white folk, all I desire is 40 acres and a mule.
Man,
Man,
nah, man.
I'm gonna be real with you. Tupac said some real stuff. Tupac said, man, first you go in, you be like, hey, I'm hungry. Can you give us some food?
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
you keep
yeah.
asking, and
yeah.
the next thing you be like, hey, hey man, look, I ain't trying to be too aggressive, but nigga hungry out here. Can you give us some food? Man, and next thing you kicking out the door, like, hey, bro, give me everything you got, bro. I need all that in the refrigerator. I need everything you got. I'm at that point, cause it's like, nigga, you ain't gonna pass us up, and then you gonna sit there and say you ain't gonna give us no money. Nah, bro, we need all the reparations.
I don't know why y'all think y'all gonna get something out of these white folks. These white folks can't pay their own damn bills. You know how much debt this country is in.
They giving money to them, so they got some type of money. And don't let them off the hook. If they get money, they gonna get $66 million to them. They can give us a couple $1 million. And Bishop, this is what I said though. I said we need reparations for the slavery, and we need reparations for the crack era. You see
And
what
we need we need two separate reparations from slavery: the ones from the red man, then the one from the white man.
that's
Yeah, I
what
see.
I'm saying.
I'm telling y'all, there was only you know how the white man got this country. Let me tell you how he did it.
Do a bunch of chicanery.
No. It was only two things. It was either by killing or buying. You think about it. They bought the island of Manhattan for $20. They killed the red man to get the rest. Then they bought the Louisiana Purchase, and then they killed the red man again for the rest.
Oh Lord, I need to
That
change my name.
that's the only two options, man. Killing or buying. Which one they gonna do?
I
I
just
and
don't.
Tupac.
I don't like this control they try to put on, because all this is some type of big control. I don't like it, bro.
What you talking about?
It seems like not only is it control, it's almost like they're doing population control.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they could,
Cut off again.
He sure did. Yeah.
They telling
Hey,
it. Oh, let me see.
man.
Let me see like them throwing salami all over the. I mean, just like throwing food around. They're telling me there's no food in here. You know what I'm saying? Every day. I'm standing outside trying to sing my way in. You know what I'm saying? We are hungry, please let us in. We are hungry, please let us in. After about a week, that song was gonna change to we hungry, we need some food. After 2-3 weeks, it's like, give me all the food, breaking out the door. And after a year, then you just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking the lock, coming through the door, blasting, you know what I'm saying? It's like you hungry, you reached your level, you don't want any more. We asked 10 years ago. We was asking with the Panthers. Asking with them, with civil rights movement. We was asking, now those people that were asking, they're all dead and in jail. So now what do you think we're gonna do? Ask? I put my gun away and grab my AK. It's getting hectic. I can't call it. I'm full of alcoholics. Now a nigga's
Hey, that was so real.
All right, I'm back. See, when I started talking about population control, it wanted to shut me down.
See, you telling the truth. You exposing some shit. Don't be exposing no shit. Them hitters come for you.
Because Newton said it's some type of control.
Let me say this. Let me say this, right? I wanted to see if we could take this conversation somewhere, right? So since y'all talking about controlling, speech or whatever, so y'all know that they about to, shut down Google Hangout, right? And people got to replace all that, with software that you pretty much got to buy or use some type of the app. Do y'all think?
Might as well get.
Hold on. Is that a part of censoring people's
censoring? If that's the case, we might as well. Yeah, it's part of censoring. If that's the case, we might as well get torrents. Everybody get on the dark web.
Oh Lord,
my nigga said the dark web.
You been on the dark web?
No, I haven't, but I know about it.
Shit, crazy, dude. I've been on there. It's crazy.
Hey, did Mr. Homophobe log off?
Nah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was saying no to the whole dark web situation. For the record, that was me that did the Tupac interview.
Okay.
Oh, hey, that's hard. Yeah. See, okay. All right, cool.
My bad. I should have said something, but I just like fuck it. I might as well just put it up.
I like it because I actually heard it through my phone. Like, all right.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you on a laptop, you can easily go into settings and you can share your screen and sound with the
okay.
That's how whoever was hosting the last discussion that I was on, or the previous one, that's how whoever was hosting it was able to go showcase the screen, and we was able to read the articles and stuff like that. So
yeah, I just didn't know you can make the video out like that. It was so loud, and I could hear that.
My bad. I should have turned that.
It was perfect. The sound was perfect, bro. It was just I didn't know that you could play music with that.
Yeah, it just threw you off, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah. Damn, I done got sidetracked my damn self now.
Dark web.
Yeah, the dark web. Oh yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I was essentially answering the question. No, I have not been on the dark web before. And true be told, if I ever decide to go onto the dark web, and I don't care if the government hears me, but if I ever decide to do it, I'm gonna at least know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, it ain't gonna be on no accident type.
Oh yeah, you got to. It's best to get that program called TOR or Tor, based on what I done researched.
Now, it's funny, y'all. So I was chilling with one of my friends came from Nashville. They came down here. We were chilling. We were talking. So one of his friends became a Mason, and I was talking with him. I said, "Hey, y'all." I said, "Hey, cuz, so you a Mason now, right?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "JFK died in 2013." He got quiet. I said, "Cuz, JFK didn't die in 2013, didn't it?" He said, "Yeah, they died. Yeah, he died in 2013." Cuz said, "Whoa, hold up."
He actually was not supposed to have said anything.
He said, "Whoa, hold up." My friend said, "I thought he died in 19." I said, "Cuz, JFK died in 2013." That could blew his mind.
He actually was not supposed to say anything, but that's cool that he trusts you. But
yeah,
hey, man, this messed up. I got shut down again. What it said about JFK?
He died in 2013.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is about Masons. They're actually a society of secrets,
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
secret
Not a
society.
secret society. Yeah.
So it pretty much essentially whatever it is that has been bestowed upon them, whatever kind of information that they stumble across, they're not supposed to reveal it. And if they are to reveal it, they're only supposed to reveal it among certain members of the Masonry. And it will make it even more interesting too is depending on the levels too, the information varies, or the information might come out or it might not come out.
Yeah.
Like this, because like there's a reason why. Like to be told, you have to be a crazy motherfucker to reach that high level of masonry where you have access to information and don't lose your mind because you
Oh
can't
yeah. Oh,
tell
bro,
people shit.
bro, I don't mean to cut you off. Can I say something?
Go ahead, definitely.
Okay. My grandfather, him and his brother, they were both 33rd and a third degree Masons. That's higher than the 33rd. They were 33rd and a third. And I want to say that my grandma told me that my grandfather went higher than that. I think he got all the way up to, I think they say Shriners after that. But I had a partner that I went to school with, and he had um a friend. He was saying his friend's father, when he got up to the 32nd degree, he stopped going to the meetings because that's just how scary the information was. He had to stop going to the meetings and pay the dude just to kind of refocus before he got the information of the 32nd degree.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it gets real intense. And just to let you know, there are also two different I guess you could say sects of masonry, so to speak, SECT. Like same rules apply to like gang sects. But anyway, remember there's the African masonry and then there's European masonry too. So
My thing,
it,
my thing is why everything gotta be so secretive. Like,
you said why everything got to be so secretive?
why? I'm just saying, like, why? It don't even make sense. Why you just can't, it's knowledge. You say your goal is to help people.
Sheesh.
Help people.
That's true, but again, like there's certain pieces of information, not certain pieces, but there's certain kinds of information that will make a person lose their mind. To be honest with you,
Yeah, yeah,
and I'm be honest with you, I'm a living testament to that. Not saying that I've lost my mind, but I've been doing so much research to the point where I damn near started isolating myself,
yeah,
and I ain't gonna say it started messing with me, but I was like, you know what? I need to get out more. I need to live my
yeah,
life. Thing. So,
yeah. I
um,
feel.
so yeah, the point that I'm trying to make is like it will literally start to fuck with your head a little bit, like, and it really starts, like it starts in levels. My particular level, like I said, I done reached to the point where I started like isolating myself, and I was like, nah, I need to not do that. To some people, it gets a whole lot deeper,
Yeah,
and it might even be more than isolation. Like it could just be something simple as they could be chilling with you, and then next thing you notice they just snap for no reason,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
go back to who they used to be.
yeah. They go full. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Hey, that sound like somebody we know in the group. Uh,
Bro, that's
Hey,
some that's a
oh, Mr.
Mr.
Homophobe.
Homophobe. What you
Oh, I got a question, man.
Yes.
What was one thing info that you had heard that made you snap? Almost one thing they said would make people snap. Probably.
You said what's one thing that I've heard?
Hmm.
Uh, damn. Man, it's been a while. Like you asked me a very good question.
Like, what was
Damn.
what was one piece of information you heard that made you that was like stuck in your mind? Like, yeah,
like mind blowing.
yeah, like that's fucked up. You know.
Uh,
when you said people snap and go back to their regular self, if you ask me, that sounds like some MK Ultra type stuff.
Nah, it sound
no,
like
no,
joke to me.
no. Like I said, there's levels to it. By snap, I mean like you do something they don't like, and like for some unknown reason, it just completely just rubs the wrong way, and then they snap, and they just like revert back to who they used to be. Like it's not on some just random shit like they ask for salt, you pass them pepper, and then they ready to blow your fucking head off, and then be like, oh, hey, everything okay? Like, what just happened? Type shit. Like, they ain't, I'm not saying this ain't anything like that.
I'm telling them niggas possessed or some shit.
Now, see that right there is bipolar schizophrenic levels.
Nah,
That's when a person seriously need like mental, like need to go see a shrink or something. Like,
I hear they hear voices and shit.
yeah. Now, I mean, there's that, like, people who suffer mental illness, and then there's, again, there's that other level of, I wouldn't say crazy, but you start to ask a whole bunch of questions you really ain't got no business asking, because again, the information is just that intense. Like, it's really sitting on your mind type shit.
Yeah, I get what you're
And,
saying.
and then what make it so bad is you can't tell nobody this shit.
Yeah, and
Like,
another thing,
you can't reveal this to your wife. You can't reveal this to your brothers. You
Why
can't
not?
this like that's that's the whole point of it. They're a society of secrets.
Hold on. So hold on. So are you one?
No, me personally, no, I'm not a Mason. I've heard about it. I've been approached about it once or twice about it, but personally for me, I can't do it. I can't do it.
and
Okay.
I knew this.
Let me jump in. Let me jump in real quick, but I've been busy. But let me say this to answer Malcolm King's question. Why is there so many secrets? Think about it like this, man. Let's take Panthers for example, right? But the Panthers, the lower, there's, it's like a pyramid, right? Somebody at the top, somebody at the bottom. You don't let all your soldiers know everything that's going on at the top
Yes,
for certain reasons. That's like that in the army too.
a chain of command.
Yes, exactly. There's a chain of command, and things work out a certain way, so that things keep flowing, very good. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I knew another gentleman. He became a 32nd Mason before the age of 30, and he was like, "Bruh, I wish I went this high up because I don't want to know some of this stuff."
But here's the thing though. Here's the thing though about this masonry stuff, right? From what I've heard from, I'm not gonna say no names, but somebody on this phone know who I'm talking about, and
Oh,
other people that we know.
oh boy.
What I've heard wasn't to the point to make me go, I'm gonna lose my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
get what you're
yeah,
saying.
what?
yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
It was like simple. It was like stuff like, fuck it, we telling it all tonight. It is what it is. Hell,
yeah.
they told us about like there's 3 different gods that people worship in masonry. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, so, they said somebody worship the devil god or the middle god and the high god. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, that's it. Like that's what you got mad over? I ain't saying no names. He know what I'm talking about.
Mhm,
Uh, like this is what upset you. This would make you go crazy. Like really?
mhm, mhm.
Okay.
And matter of
So then,
fact, I knew somebody that knew the person you talked about that had a literal mental breakdown. Because this was before I got tight with y'all. He was in the room, real deal crying. Me and my partner had to leave because I hate to say we ain't about to laugh, but he had to go to the mental hospital and get checked out.
Damn, what made him snap?
Just
Almost.
researching and stuff.
But do they not know this world is designed to have peril and hell and trouble in it?
Guess not.
Now, some people don't know that, and then there's some people who honestly just want to know a lot, because truth be told, there's a whole lot of things about this world that has yet to be discovered. Like, it's
Man,
just
man,
it's
all
mind-boggling.
I know this much. This world is designed to take us up out of here. It's designed to be filled with debauchery of all kinds. Like I said, man, our creator created this universe, but darkness rules this world. And darkness has its all in all kinds of forms, shapes, and fashions. And it uses everything it can to try to destroy the people. So I don't know why these folks acting like this is something new. I don't see why.
Be-
Punks.
because it actually is new to some people.
Darkness? How is darkness new to people?
Well, we gotta realize a lot of
I mean,
people
look,
was
there's
trained.
levels to this darkness,
Well,
man.
well, hold
Like,
on,
stop it. It's
hold on, hold on, Mr. Dumbo. Look, a lot of people were trained to say, well, darkness and magic was fake. A lot of this stuff was fake, and it's all cartoon.
Oh,
So a lot of people couldn't fathom to see, like, dang, this stuff is real deal real. Like I'm real deal living this type of stuff.
yes. Like, man, y'all, like, people don't realize how we are literally spiritual beings in biosuits. You understand?
Yeah.
Having
And
on a earth on a planet where all things are game. Everything is game.
well, yeah, I mean that's really what spirituality is about. Like everything is fair game because there's no rules and regulations in how spirituality works. The only difference, what makes it different, is because of the biosuit's perspective on things. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because basically, living in a shell, we're pretty much determining whether something is good, something is bad, something is beneficial, or something is not beneficial, something is harmful, something is not harmful, etc., etc., etc.
But that's on a limited scope because you're in a biosuit. When you get out of it, it's a whole nother ball game.
Exactly my point. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what makes things different is the biosuit's limited abilities, and again, their perspectives. Otherwise, like you said, everything is fair game. We could just do what we want, and that's that.
You know what? Now I see why people losing their minds because they're looking at spiritual warfare from a third dimensional, fleshly point of view.
Bingo.
That's why they're losing their mind.
Hey, can I say something, Bishop Blackwell? Now, I personally feel like black people don't have spirits, we have souls, but that right there was right on the money.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the problem with them. And see, that's something that should have been taught at childhood.
Not to intrude, but one thing I wanted to point out, y'all remember this rapper? He had a one hit wonder called "Ooh I Like That." His name was I-40.
What's the name of the song?
Ooh I Like That. But the name of the rapper, his name is I-40. Have any of y'all heard about him, or do y'all remember him? Because
hold on.
The reason why I brought him up was because a couple of years ago, I-40 gouged his eyes out.
Hold on, who gouged his eyes out?
No, he gouged his own eyes out. Like he literally
Wait, both of them?
Yes, he literally gouged like.
Hold on, I heard of one rapper or some entertainer gouged one out. This must be another dude.
No, this is a completely different dude. His name is
Houston.
No, it's not Houston. It's I-40.
Why?
No, he was telling me, Mr. Homophobe. Keep going, Mr. Homophobe.
Oh, my fault. Sorry.
Yeah, this is
No. I know who you're talking about now. I know who you're talking about. The other one was Houston, but the one I'm bringing up, his name is I-40, and he had gouged his own eyes out because he had came across some information that he wasn't ready for. And keep in mind, he was an up and coming rapper too. Like the song that he had, the hit called I Like That, it was pretty decent. Like he really could have went far, but again, he had come across some information that had blew his mind. He wasn't ready for it, and he literally snatched his own eyes out.
What? I mean, what? Okay, bro.
Now,
I think somebody about to pull it up. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you say y'all know Lady Gaga, right?
That chick is crazy.
So she said, I think she said something about I guess the Illuminati or whatnot.
I-40
soul, and she started getting sick, and she did a Netflix, I guess, a documentary on how the man told her to sell her soul and stuff, and now she getting sick, and she trying to get the priest to get the thing out of her and stuff like that.
No way.
Oh, crap. And they said a lot of the stuff they edited out because they ain't want. So I guess they said that she couldn't say stuff like that or something on the documentary.
Hey, but this dude named I-20.
I-40.
I don't see nobody named I-40.
Yeah, it was show of rapper named I-20 that it's funny. I was listening to him earlier today. He rapped with Ludacris on that Move Get Out the Way song that came out in 2002.
No, it was I 40. I could have sworn that was the thing.
If it was I-20, oh my God.
It might have been I-20.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Look at the screen.
Is I-20 nah, wait. Look
Yeah,
at
it
you.
was I-20. It was
Yeah, that was
I-20.
I-20
I-20.
gouged his eyes out?
Yep.
What
I-20.
the
How do you spell his name?
Wait a minute. Whoa. Him and Houston took their eyes out?
Now Houston, I think, took one out. I-20 gouged both of them out.
Yeah.
So the dude can't see now.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to look this up tonight. Cause it did. Hold on.
Oh, it said the dude who put out that song, uh, I like that. His name is Houston.
Okay, it was Houston, but nah, it was his man's I-20. He had gouged out both his eyes.
So you got Houston and then a dude named I-20.
Type in "Move, Get Out the Way" by Ludacris and I-20.
So
Oh
like,
wow. Nah,
Yeah.
they literally blocked that out. But yeah,
like, hold on,
the
did he
only
have
person don't
out?
the only person they showcasing is Houston. But yeah, the other dude, he took out both his eyes.
Okay, I'm
Nah,
gonna look that up because I-20. I thought he was hard. I knew that nigga went hard. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm saying that for people.
nah.
Why did he take out his eyes again?
They said it was they linked it to some sort of Illuminati bullshit, but you know how that goes.
Mm.
Probably took.
Let me ask y'all a question,
He
right?
probably got. He probably
Like
got. He probably got bent over. Then he realized, dang, that's what it was.
I mean, like I said, stumbled across some information that blew his mind, and that was it.
Hey, what you gonna say, Lord Bell?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go, right there. That's him, right there, y'all.
Uh,
Oh, let me see.
yes.
Hold on a minute before you move.
That's Houston, not I-20. This is Houston, but I'm gonna find an I-20 though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see. Wait, but what he look like? Go back that pic. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I see you messed his eye up.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask y'all. Let's say like we got in the business, right? Rather the music business, the movie business, just entertainment period, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say like we all A&Rs, right?
Yeah.
And we see some stuff going on, like some homosexual stuff, some satanic stuff. How long you think y'all could keep that in before you gotta come up with a YouTube video or just tell, or not even just a YouTube channel? You just tell somebody. Like that's the
Um,
question.
Man,
I
all right.
mean, I mean,
So
some people just like it. Like, there's some people who do talk about it, but there's some people who honestly just like that shit. So,
I'm be real with you. You know what I do, cuz? I hit the record button on my phone, send it to somebody, and let everybody go viral.
oh nah. I mean,
Are you-
honestly, as much as that sounds feasible, nah. I'm fairly certain they go through extra necessary counter surveillance measures just to make sure nothing is recorded. Even though they do find ways of recording it, though. Like,
something, Mr.
so pretty
Homophobe?
much, what was you about to say?
Man, I don't know why they hiding all these things and stuff. Let people know who you really are, so we know the enemy. Instead of
Because
that,
they're weirdos. Like,
but see, they shame of what they are. See, if you want to start a war, go ahead and declare the shit so people can pick their side. See,
Yeah.
that's one thing I never did like about the darkness. They always want to deceive and be some pussy. If you want to start a war. If you ain't, sit your ass down.
Real. Hey, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? But
like
see,
they like it's crazy because much as they ashamed about it too, they also like it too. And then what make it real bad is they introduce other people into it as well. So it makes them feel better. Like, it makes them feel empowered that they're shaming individuals that they're shamed about.
Yeah.
It's
Ashamed.
like it's like a nigga smoke crack. Damn,
uh,
I'm about to smoke crack. Hey, I get my best friend to do it. Oh, so I'm like,
listen,
yeah, all right, good. He do it with me, so I feel a little bit better. So I ain't about myself.
listen,
Right.
Misery loves company.
Yeah, misery love company.
Yeah, exactly. And except that that's on steroids. So
Cause I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I could just really hold that in. Like if I see, for example, if I see who's somebody that's gay that I think is gay, Lil Wayne. If I see Lil Wayne, messing with, I don't know, Fetty Wap or somebody, I'm be like, hell no, bro.
Hey, 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 you know what was crazy? They said Lil Wayne and Nipsey Hussle had a threesome with Lauren London.
I mean, that man already look crazy as is. If you see him now, like his locks done got ate up, or at least they look like they've been falling out. He done dyed his hair. He just looked he looked like he'd been through the runner a few times. So
I
Oh,
mean, a lot of them do though. Like if you really pay attention to them, like who's somebody that Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? He looked
oh
like he
yeah,
been.
oh
Hey,
yeah,
but hey,
Kanye West looked like he got worked over.
hey, Kanye, Ty, I saw it in the
He
interview when
said that man tired.
nah, bro, real talk. Look at the interview with him and Charlamagne when he was talking, bro. It ain't like they want him to do this and he trying to go over and do this, and then somebody robbed his wife and did this and did that. I'm like, damn,
Allegedly.
it's just crazy.
Did I tell y'all that he can't? He has a contract signed to where like he can't stop working.
Yeah.
It's a,
Oh yeah, that came out. That came out when he was talking about that whole situation about how slavery was a choice, but yet it came out that he signed a contract to be a slave. So it's like it makes sense why he said what he said.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
look at the screen, y'all. It says a contract that explicitly forbids him from retiring as a songwriter, recording artist, or producer. This nigga's a slave for life.
I don't see it.
Look at the screen. Can everybody see it?
Yeah.
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 Okay, now I see it. Yeah.
You see, that's bad because as you can see, there's a lot of people who are still songwriters and make songs and all that other stuff. They might not be popular, they might not be mainstream, but there's some people who do that and simply put just for the love of it. But he can't do it like that. Like nah, he literally got to do it and get paid to do it.
What they
They,
gonna
ba-
do if he don't?
they basically telling him what you need to do is what you've always done and bend the fuck over.
Yeah.
Pushing out them hits. You gonna get some hits. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me stop.
Hey, no
Yeah,
lie.
he probably in the lab right now, like working on some music right now.
But that's a dangerous game, cuz.
Hey,
Hey, no lie, no lie. You know how many times white people break contracts? Man, look, nigga, I don't care what that contract say.
Oh nah, I mean I know he could find a way to break. I mean, there's always ways to break contracts, definitely. I mean, and what makes it interesting is the way the information came out. It doesn't explicitly state that he has a set time frame of when to come out with albums and stuff like
My
that.
blood for
It,
blood ain't break the contract.
it's just simply saying that he can't retire. Like he has to write songs and do all that other stuff. So there are loopholes behind all that. Like
He probably
he could basically live his life though, truth be told.
Hey,
But
you know
to,
what? That's why he said in the interview that he was scared that somebody was gonna try to kill him when he went to the hospital.
I mean he'll be alright. He gave up he gave up his mother for this. So yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
oh, oh,
Man,
oh, yeah. I
that's big.
felt that one.
Yeah, that's a whole. Oh, we didn't open up another can of worms.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to go there, but
But that's one thing about it, man. You can't do blood for blood.
yeah. And you know I'll throw the A word out on this too, allegedly, because again,
Yeah.
I'm only going by the information that I'm aware of,
Yeah.
and everybody is aware of, which is the fact that when it was all said and done, his mother went to go get plastic surgery, and she had an unfortunate accident and she died. For the record, there's still no information. There's still no possibility for you to die from complications from plastic surgery. By the way,
Sure enough.
the
So she
worst.
went to go get some new breasts and she dies. Okay, if you believe that, okay.
Yeah, they said there was some complications after the fact. Like I think she had she had gotten sick and or something of that nature. I can't remember. Somebody can pull that up. But point is that there was allegedly there was complications from plastic surgery.
That's so crazy.
And it's like, to me, like the way it sounds like it basically sounds like you were basically thrown into an operating table and just to get sliced and diced, and then that's that.
Yeah, that's what happened. Or Dana, that's Dana what happened.
Like it sounds like it basically sounds like mutilation, but I don't mean to get too gory into the details, but yeah.
Oh no, you good.
They
Point
probably
is,
stole. Hey, they probably stole some of her organs. Hey, this some good. This some good.
probably, probably, but at the end of the day, though, like when it's all said and done, Kanye can probably talk about how tired he is, and probably express how he feel, and who knows, his feelings are legitimate, but you signed up for this. You did this to yourself. I have no sympathy for you.
Not a damn.
I
I'm
don't
at,
mean
Hey,
hold
I
on,
I
hold
agree.
don't
on. Let
look.
me ask you
I
a
don't
question.
mean to sound. I don't mean to sound harsh about it. But one thing I am thankful for is the fact that I did isolate myself and do this research, so that way I can be prepared to recognize the fact that there's some instances where some people really do sign up for things, and these are the outcomes.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Why you think nothing ain't happened to Beyonce? Seem like Beyonce still got a mother, still got the daddy.
You said nothing bad happened to her.
Jay
Yeah.
because of Jay Z, bro, they all in the same team. Are you kidding me? Jay Z is the fucking lapdog for them. He
I
fetches them
mean,
out of water.
look, to be honest with you, the thing is, like, there's certain, I mean, there's levels to this. Like, there's some people you got to get something immediately out of it, and it is some people where it's just gonna have to take some time. Like, when you really look at it, like, they put so much money, time, and effort into Mrs. Carter to the point where, like, literally, they're now in articles showcasing, like, is she the most important figure right now in this society? More important, like, similar to how Michael Jackson was last
Uh-huh.
generation. And truth be told, she's not important, but it's just the way people go about it. Like,
Uh-huh.
they got her, and they got her acting. And truth be told, she's not that good of an actor. Then they gave her a shot with the situation with Lion King. And truth be told, like, the only way you can mess up Lion King is to not focus on the central characters, which is Mufasa and Simba.
Uh-huh.
Beyonce was playing the part as Nala, they expanded upon her character.
Yeah,
A
I'm not,
lot more.
and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but it was just the way they went about it too. And it's
You
like
hear me?
she just wasn't meant for that role. Like Mrs. Carter just was not meant for that role. And what make it real interesting too is the fact that, like, her singing voice. Don't get me wrong, she's not a bad singer, but she is not that good.
I agree with that.
I do
and
too.
and just a couple of months ago, like, she just did a rendition of Frankie Beverly and Mays' iconic cookout song, Before I Let Go.
I did not listen to that. I saw it on YouTube, so I'm not listening to this.
Unfortunately, I came across it a few times because of the radio, and just minding my own business, because I also am currently employed at a convenience store. But point is, it's like, people trying to make it seem as though the song is good, and it's like, no, it's not. It,
Uh-huh.
it really isn't. And it will make it real bad is the group is still alive too. So truth be told, they can sue her if they wanted to. I
But
don't
this,
know if I don't
hey,
know if y'all know. The reason why I'm bringing that up though, because there's a few rappers currently in the modern era that actually got sued for sampling from past generations' music.
Mhm.
uh,
I think Nicki Minaj got sued as well.
hey, you know what's funny? You were talking about this Sue stuff. You know, eh, I would listen to somebody. They were like, "Nigga, how TLC gonna talk about something they don't want no scrubs and they over there broke?" That's
And
what
they
they over
doing
there.
what?
That's how TLC gonna talk about some they don't want no scrubs, but they over there broke. They over there they can't even get their own life situation. They were talking about some they don't want to holler at a nigga on the passenger side. I was like this like crazy.
Oh man, like that song.
I ain't gonna lie, that instrumental was slick eyed though.
I mean, it was all right, and the song was on point though, as far as what the sisters is saying, because the song was what the song basically is encouraging sisters to do is raise your standards. But
Yeah.
it's funny as it sounds, it's 20 years later, and a lot of sisters still hasn't been told to raise their stand. Oh, they haven't got the lesson of raising their standards, and they wound up making the exact same mistakes that they did from the past generation. Brothers too, but that's a whole nother conversation in of itself.
As long as she got some Kool-Aid red hair, I'm good.
That sounds sickening. Okay.
Wow. Cuz crazy.
I mean, look, you know what? My bad. I mean, I ain't knocking your taste and
Nah, you
preference.
good, bro? Bro,